Hey everyone, it's your dude 935, coming at you with a fresh new video. Now, one of the best things to come out of the last 5 years was a new trend, it's kind of a subsidiary, runoff of a Pixar that kind of came off, inspired by their animation style, was anime. Now, I just started watching anime, about, 2 months ago. I've watched a lot, I've seen, like, Cowboy Bebop or whatever, I've seen kind of all the big stuff, and, a lot of what people like is just absolute just trash, so I've kind of compiled a list of my top 10 best anime of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check it out. Well, number 10, I gotta say, it's gotta be Hetalia, because whether it be Germany, Italy, or Prussia, Hetalia manages to create a unique blend of characters with about the amount of personalities the land masses they represent. The lack of any and all interesting characters is a really good satire on geopolitics, and I think this might be the most mature anime I've ever seen. When the Italy man says spaghetti, it just really gets me going. If you're looking for an anime to secretly vent your pent-up racism on, look no further. Now, this show here is not for the faint of heart. It's got a lot of blood and gore, and it's one of those shows that they can't air on regular TV. People are just dying all over the place. There's some nudity in there too, so I had to watch this late at night so my mom wouldn't think I was watching something bad. Despite having that inconvenience, my enjoyment of the series is still very high. The reason this isn't at the top of the list is because there were some weird parts of the show that I just didn't get. Sometimes the girl was acting like a 2-year-old and just beat herself. What's up with that? Anyway, the show itself was pretty good. I love seeing the blood and gore, so this show really did a sweet spot with me. Normal people won't be able to sit through it like I can, so this show really is a specific target audience of people who have good taste just like me. Okay, number 8 definitely has to go to Free if I'm gonna have to pick, because never before has watching a group of gay athletes become effectively swimmers there been more sleep-inducing. Personally, I like to put this anime on before bed. The avant-garde style of no plot, no fan service is perfect for an anime you can essentially use as white noise. The swimmers are just really cool, and sometimes they go to the public swimming pool, and this anime gets me really excited to just take a dip, just kind of get my feet wet in the pool, just like, Okay, well, number 7's got to go to Naruto, because Naruto holds a special place in my heart. Okay, let me just lay down this for you, okay? I'm sure that many of you watching this feel the same way, because, I grew up on Naruto on Cartoon Network, but it's not a cartoon, just to make that clear for you, okay? It's an anime. This show was really fun to watch with friends, but when I watched it with my friends, they all thought it was stupid and left, Just goes to show how some people like to miss out on the greatest show of the century. That aside, Naruto is full of really cool ninjas who fight to defend their villages. Oh, all the ninjas have awesome and special powers like water jutsus, I could never even think of that kind of stuff, The fights are always really exciting, to watch, because you can never know who will win, One character in particular reminds me of myself. His name is like Sasuke or whatever, He's a really cool guy who hates everyone, he's really strong, but I dressed up as him for Halloween last year, but nobody even recognized who he was. What plebes, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? When I was younger, I wanted to be a ninja when I grew up, just like Naruto himself. I can really see myself standing in a position like him in the future. Alright, baby, number 6, okay? Do you like being swindled out of entertainment? Do you like intriguing ideas being ruined by a main character with less value than a damn suck? Mirai Nikki is definitely the anime for you, okay? The anime consists of an all-star cast of one good pandering character and a group of the most miserable and useless sons of a bitches that just get carried throughout every conflict by the one person they all continue to hate despite her doing literally all the heavy lifting. My favorite character has to be Akise Aru. I just love how he has so much willpower that he walks with no head on. It's very powerful imagery and is no way a bullshit asshole. It's just pure cinematic wonder. If I had to say, another big strength of this anime is the main character, Yuki, who manages to never learn anything and continue to be a punching bag for fleas and passing breezes, and I really identify with the fact that I, too, have no backbone and absolutely nothing going for me. Precisely the audience this anime is dragging in. Personally, I don't like Yuno, okay? She's terrible and likes to hurt people a lot. There's just nothing good about this character at all. I much prefer, Akise Aru, because he's so cool and, he just does everything right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 definitely has to go to a Shingeki on Kyojin. It's a really immersive experience. It's about people living in a town surrounded by walls that get attacked by really, really big people, just giants, and they're very strong. I can really feel the tension when I watch this. You know, the main character, Ouran, is a cool guy who likes to fight with others his age, you know. I'd probably do that too if I could fight, you know. But he grows up to be a soldier at only 15, okay? He's very inspiring. Our military should let people join at 15 too, okay? Ouran goes on to fight the giants with his friends, you know, from the military. And a lot of people die because of how strong the giants are, but eventually the people work together and can take some of them down, you know. The story is very inspiring, the setting is innovative, and the characters are unique, okay? These all work to give a great watching experience, you know. My favorite part about Ouran High School Host Club is how within the 26 episodes, no characters changed at all. So I can just sit back, relax, and watch the most basic interactions of flat personalities and cream myself because it's so cute boys. The diverse cats include Small Child, Twins, Asshole, and Glasses, and more people you'll find on a TV Tropes page. Alright, now number three has to number three has to be the devil is a part-timer, because this show this show is about a worker at McDonald's. Okay, wait. As if the worker is actually Satan in human form. Okay, no, you know, I'm not religious, okay, so I don't know how feasible this would be in real life, but, you know, I really like the aspect of working at McDonald's, you know, because, you know, when I was 16, you know, my mom made me get a part-time job, you know, so I worked as a cashier at McDonald's, you know, just like Satan did, okay, but, you know, I got fired after 2 months into trying to wear my cosplay to work, but my boss was just being a cock, okay. No room for self-expression at McDonald's, I guess. You know, it's kind of bad. You know, I don't eat there anymore because all the workers laugh when they see me. Okay, back to the show. Okay, now there's some cool battles, you know, in between Satan working, and you know he still has his responsibilities as the devil, so he can't work full time. You know, he's not getting that big, the big paycheck he needs. You know, but story aside, you know, this show is a huge comedy factor. I don't think I've ever laughed harder when watching anything than when I first saw this, and I don't think anything else will ever top it. You know. Number 2 has to be Attack on Titan, baby, okay? What a wonderful anime, blending an amazing world with even better characters, okay? Witness cardboard cutout with hole in face Eren Yeager stumble through a gritty reality where, despite there being one enemy with a virtual self-destruct button, people are too fucking stupid to stop using jetpacks with swords. Meet Armin, a sniveling nose lying on a cold concrete floor, waiting for the passing breeze to increase his hysterical fit of crying and screaming. Squad up with Mikasa, the walking human corpse, who's badass because they don't have any human emotions to speak of. I just think it's really cool when a character doesn't have any complexities, you know. Some say it's just an excuse for lazy writing, but when you have an enemy as cool as giant people, that's just a mute point. Number 1 is Sword Art Online! Man, what do I even say about this show? It has it all. Relatable characters, a cool new setting, and a great story. I especially love Kirito, you know, the main character. He's really good at video games. You know what? I think I am too, okay? He never loses, and all the girls in the show love him. I'm sure that if I put myself out there, you know, I could be just like Kirito. You know, in the story, he goes through many hardships and challenges, and he proves that he can handle anything thrown at him, you know. One of the girls of the show, Asuna, is in love with Kirito, and they start dating and they adopt a daughter, but I'm not really into romance too much, you know, I wish there was more scenes of Kirito killing monsters, you know, honestly, but, you know, the story of the show is that there's a virtual reality game called Sword Art Online that people play, okay, but people get stuck in the game and can't log out, and if they die in the game, okay, they die for real. It's scary, oh my god, you know. Now, before you say that it doesn't make sense, hold your horses, okay? If you watch the show, they do a good job of explaining why things happen. For the first half of the show, Kirito was going around and helping people Sword Art Online with his cool powers, okay? He's so badass that once, dude, he died and he came back to life because he really wanted to beat some guy. You know, he really wanted to beat him, you know. Other people hated him because he was so cool. He was so much cooler than them, and, you know, he had to hide his powers because he's just a little too cool, you know. You know, how could people even be like that? you know, they're lost, I guess, you know. They couldn't even scratch Kirito if they tried, okay? Later in the show, he showed off again by hacking the game from the inside to save his adopted daughter. You know, I really strive to be like Kirito someday. I mean, he can do everything he wants with ease, you know? I think the main reason that I love Sword Art Online so much is that I can relate to Kirito and strive to be like him, you know, so cool with like his trench coat and his twin blades, you know, more than any other character I've seen before, you know. I really relate to this guy, you know. I highly recommend that anyone who likes video games should watch Sword Art Online. Truly the only 10 out of 10 on this list, okay? Alright everyone, I'd like to thank you all for watching. You know, I worked really hard on this video with you know, my editor Michael. You know, we really worked hard, and you know, I'd really appreciate it if you just smack the subscribe button. You know, give me a like. You know, and comment. You know, what's your favorite? You know, okay, and tune in for our next video. Your top 10 worst anime of all time. Okay, peace out, ciao, gamer out, bye bye.